Good evening. Welcome to Current Affairs. Today we'll be discussing two things. One is with respect to United Nations, as today is the UN Day. And the second one, what we'll see today is that is with respect to Haji Ali Dargah. Just a moment. Yes, yeah. I was just checking so whether this is functioning properly or not. Thank you. So when it comes to this Haji Ali Dargah, it's a wonderful decision that has been taken by Haji Ali Dargah Committee, and they have intimated the Supreme Court today that women be allowed into the sanctum sanctorum. It's a wonderful decision that has been taken by this wonderful committee. Hats off to this committee. Otherwise, there was a concept called discrimination, and that is considered to be the violation of a fundamental right under Article number 14, where it is called equality before law. So when there is no equality, so then what is the purpose of this fundamental right? So that is being questioned, and that is the reason why what happened in Shani Shinganapur previously, it has been repeated in Haji Ali Dargah today. It's a wonderful thing. So now women are permitted to enter into sanctum sanctorum, and they can perform the prayers. And tomorrow it may be extended even to Shabarimala, Ayyappa Swami temple, and it should be extended to all the places where there is a discrimination. Right? The Constitution always talks in terms of prohibition of discrimination. Maybe it is because of religion, caste, creed, sex, or place of birth. There should be no discrimination. And of course, the Supreme Court previously has given some time to Haji Ali Dargah Committee to respond. The response has come today, and the response has been very, 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 very positive. This is a wonderful news for the women and for entire India, right? So this is the real awakening. Next, when it comes to this United Nations, today is October 24th, and today is the United Nations Day. So what exactly is this? And if you look into our history, so there were two world wars. First World War and followed by the Second World War. First World War period 1914 to 1918, and followed by the Second World War from 1939 to 1945. So after the First World War, an organization called League of Nations, it was established, and of course that was not completely successful one. But when the Second World War has begun, so there were talks that why don't we establish an international organization which will be working towards peace. Clear? But in the year 1945, so there was an unfortunate attack of America. America has bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So many people have died and lots of property destruction. And that particular World War II has left a big loss to the entire world. And that was a time where the background decisions are being taken, consultations were going on. And at that particular time, so they have decided to establish a body called UNO, that is United Nations Organization. And the purpose, the main objective of this international organization is that to establish peace in the entire world. If you look at that particular organization, UNO, this is considered to be the largest organization in the world. Largest means many countries are members in the organization, and 193 countries are members in this. Clear? But when it comes to India, is India a member in UNO? Answer is a definite yes. Clear? Not today. India is a member of the United Nations Organization from October 30th, 1945. UNO came into existence with 51 nations. on October 24th, and the charter has come into implementation on October 24th. That's the reason why this day is celebrated as UN Day, and India became a member on October 30th, 1945. Since then till today, India is playing a wonderful role as far as the United Nations activities are concerned. Clear? So entire globe is celebrating this particular day today. Fine. So let me show you the document now. Straight away, I'll open the document. You will please have a look at this. In fact, if you remember, my dear close friends, I think sometime back, I think almost a year ago, I gave you the complete description with respect to United Nations. I discussed each and every organ that is present in United Nations. During that time, I took the this class for 2 days. 2 days, if you remember this. But otherwise, newcomers, the people who joined recently, you may look at this now. So very briefly, I'll try to touch this particular important organization. Look at this. Look at this now. United Nations organizations and the objective, the main objectives, look at this. Maintenance of international peace, protection of human rights, cooperation in international security. Let me increase the size a bit. Yes, hopefully it is more clear to you now. Cooperation in international security, economic development, and to solve international political, economic, social, cultural, and humanitarian problems. Am I clear? So these are the objectives. Let me go further. UNO officially came into existence on October 24th, 1945. Clear? See here, I said something to you during the discussion that UN Charter came into existence on this particular day. What do you mean by charter? Charter is a set of rules and regulations. Generally, for a country, we use the word constitution, and every organization has got its own constitution. Clear? But for the international organizations, instead of using the word constitution, we use the word charter. Like this, every institution, every international institution has got its own charter, right? Now, once again, I am opening the document. Look at this. So if you look at the background of this, after the World War I, the Allied victors set the peace terms, and the conference took place in the year 1919, and it was held in Paris. It was called Paris Peace Conference. And after the World War II, the League of Nations was replaced by United Nations Organization. The UNO is a platform for dialogue and solve international social, economic, and humanitarian problems. Especially if you look at this India and Pakistan, since the beginning our relations are strained relations, and the bone of contention is Jammu and Kashmir. Each country claims that it has the rights on this, but officially, practically, in reality, Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of India. But every time what happens, the Pakistan tries to raise this particular issue in United Nations. So it happened recently also by the Prime Minister of Pakistan. Of course, our External Affairs Minister, Ms. Sushma Swaraj, has countered. That's a different thing. But otherwise, this is a platform that is being used for discussing the various issues. Am I clear? That's the reason why. So if whenever there are disputes between one country and the other country, our countries, the right platform for discussion is the United Nations. Clear? Next. Once again, that is the reason why this United Nations is always there in the news. Every time it is there in the news, and in any examination it may be a question, right? That is the reason why Every development that happens in UNO, you need to follow that, right? Look at this. It's a GK point. Look at this. The term UN, United Nations, was coined by Franklin Roosevelt. And the term United Nations was the first officially used on January 1st, 1942, right? And the charter was signed on June 26th, 1945, and it came into existence on October 24th, 1945. Am I clear? Very, very important. Please make a note of this. You already know, I was telling you, October 24th is celebrated as UN Day. So there were altogether 25 nations that signed, 51 nations that signed the charter. At that particular time, please, I'm talking about 1945. Today, the strength has raised to 193. Am I clear? South Sudan is the latest country to be the member of this group, and the headquarters is located in New York, United States of America. This is the place where all the world leaders will go and they speak and come back. Kindly remember, in any examination, it may be a question. Headquarters, that is in United States of America. That's in, you please remember the place also in New York. So what are the official languages? Simple concept again, once again. So during our Indian polity classes, when I was discussing with you with respect to the 8th schedule, the 8th schedule consists of 22 languages. You know that, right? So just like India has got its own official languages, even UNO has got its own official languages. Am I clear? And what is the number? Right? The number is 6. Clear? There are 6 official languages. Now you may please have a look at this and try to remember what are they. Look at this. Arabic, Chinese, English, French, Russian, and Spanish. Please look at this. Six languages are official languages. And India became a member of UN on October 30th, 1945. At present, the strength of UNO is 193, right? And the latest country to be the member of UNO is South Sudan. South Sudan, and it happened in the year 2011, right? Next. So there are 5 principal organizations of United Nations, originally 6, and one is no more existing. It was suspended in the year 1994. All the names very frequently you will come across while reading the newspaper. One is the General Assembly. Second one is the Security Council. Security Council, if you remember, very frequently this name will come in the news. Clear? So this is the place where there are 5 countries which are considered to be permanent members, and 10 other countries are also members, but they are non-permanent members, right? So meaning the strength of Security Council is 15, 5 permanent and 10 non-permanent. And of course, the term of the non-permanent members is 2 years. Clear? Is 2 years. Right, look at this. Security Council, Secretariat, Economic and Social Council, International Court of Justice. Last one is Trusteeship Council, but it has been suspended. It has been suspended in the year 1994. Look at this. Look at this, one important point for the examination. Please look at the name. So this gentleman is India's permanent representative in United Nations, and he is the permanent representative since January 2016. Please remember the name. The name of this permanent representative of India in UN is a very, very frequently asked question. Next, Security Council. Look at this. The basic objective is to maintain the peace and security among the nations. And the strength of Security Council is 15, I told you just now, 5 permanent and 10 non-permanent members. And the term of a non-permanent member is 2 years. Please look at this. The non-permanent members are not permitted for immediate re-election. And when it comes to the permanent 5, it is also called P5. Please look at the names. Maybe you are already aware of that, but please look at the names once again and remember this. Whether India is there? No. India is not a permanent member, right? So please remember this one. I would like to say something. India is trying for permanent membership for a quite long period of time. But there is a very vehement opposition from China since the beginning. Obviously, if India becomes a member of this permanent member of the Security Council, the strength of China would definitely come down. But India is trying its best. Actually, this year itself, India was supposed to get the permanent membership in the in Security Council, but unfortunately, it did not happen. But how soon it is going to happen, we need to again wait and watch. Is that okay? Please remember, India is not a permanent member in the Security Council, but India was elected as a non-permanent member of the Security Council for 7 times. Please remember this. Clear? Just now I told you, a non-permanent member will have a term of 2 years. Clear? And another important point is that once the 2 years term is over, that country is not permitted for immediate re-election. Clear? The moment the term is over, you cannot contest in the election again. You cannot become the member. Am I clear? So in this particular manner, India became non-permanent member of the Security Council for 7 times so far. Please remember this. Am I clear? Next. Next one. Please look at the names. United States of America, UK, France, Russia, China. And India has been elected to the United Nations Security Council for 7 times. How? As a non-permanent member. Okay. So if you want, you can have a look at these names. From January 1st, 2015 to December 31st, 2016. And from January 1st, 2016 to December 31st, 2017, these are the 5 plus 5 countries. Is it okay? So you need not remember all the names. Just leave it. I'm moving further. Look at this. And when it comes to the Security Council, I would like to say something. This is very, very interesting. This is very interesting with Security Council. In General Assembly also, you have somebody called President. In Secretariat, you have somebody called Secretary General. But the term will vary because the charter says the rules are, the terms of all these positions will vary. Right? If you look at the President of a General Assembly term is 1 year. The Secretary General of Secretariat is 5 years. Secretary General term is 5 years, and right now, as you know, it is Ban Ki-moon. Ban Ki-moon is the present Secretary General of United Nations, and of course, by December, his term is going to come to an end, and we are going to have a new one. I'll show you the name now. But please remember this one. When it comes to the Security Council, even the Security Council is also headed by. Even the Security Council is also headed by somebody called President. Clear? President. How many members are there in Security Council? 15 members are there. 5 permanent and 10 non-permanent. Clear? And when it comes to the presidentship in the Security Council, it will go on by rotations. Clear? So meaning a country will hold that presidentship for 1 month. So did you hear very clearly? I said the term of the president is 1 month, just 1 month. Very, very important. So meaning you need to give the chance to all the members here. That's the reason why the presidency is rotated every month. Clear? So for this month, in the month of October, it's a person from Russia. Russia is holding the presidentship. Am I clear? So this is a very, very generally asked question. What is the term of the President of the Security Council? Answer is 1 month. Look at this. Next. Look at this. For the month of October, it is, look at the name, Vitaly Chokin from Russia. So this person is the, this President of Security Council for the month of October. Am I clear? Now, look at this Secretariat. So this is a very, very important organ, rather very powerful organ, and always there in the news. This is the Secretariat that is headed by Secretary General. And as of now, the Secretary General is Ban Ki-moon, and he belongs to Republic of Korea. Clear? And this term, see generally, if you look at this, since 2007, so he is the Secretary General. And Secretary General is also permitted for re-election. That's the reason why again he was re-elected, and he is continuing his second term. That second term is going to come to an end by this year ending. Clear? And another person has been designated, and that person belongs to Portugal, meaning from January 1st, 2017 onwards, we can see a new face as a Secretary General, and the name is Antonio Manuel, and that person belongs to Portugal, right? Right, and we can call him as a Secretary General of UN designate, and he will be taking office from January 1st, 2017. This is one very, very important question. So please, important point, maybe a possible question in any examination. Please remember this. Am I clear? So as I told you, United Nations is always there in the news. Anything may be a question. Clear? And that's all for the day. I'll stop at this stage. Thank you for being with me this evening. I wish you all a very, very, very good luck. Good night. Thank you.